Alright, it's 9 o'clock. Game gets a start. So, update from yesterday ended with an actual foothold close to the Rothragian Mountains, if I'm saying that correctly. Nearly got game overed again for a second time, because Boss Man was being a horrible excuse for an orc. But he got what's coming. Challenged him for rulership, skewered him on my blade, and now... And now it's loading. And now the music works for one. Figured out why that wasn't early yesterday. Tell us a story? But I am telling you a story, Crab Boy. I'm telling you the story about how Faerun, how Little More Cool came to conquer Faerun from the inside. And now has a foothold into Othragate itself to take over the rest of the region. A return of Orsinium for the orcs. A more story? Alright, how about this? What story to give? If you want Guinea lore... Hey, cool. Adamantia has also pushed off into this region. Thought they were about to die off earlier. So it turns out right. How about a Guinea origin story? Surprising this may be, I didn't always stream. Played lots of games, pestered my friends with screenshots and stories of my games, so streaming would have been a natural fit. But I never did. Until a catastrophic life event that tore asunder personal relationships, close relationships, and life and career plans. And so this whole thing right here started off as mostly a, how to put it, the coping thing? A sort of halfway thing to, rebuild from a very sidetracked life and a very deep depression. And a year later, happy to say that, while this stream hasn't become like the next Ryuka or anything like that, that immediate goal of have something to do, to be a little bit more productive and crawl out, fist over fist, out of way too deep a depression, kind of worked. It's a bit of a pseudo-social thing, and kind of a poorly paying job, but it's a routine that keeps one up and early, and focused on a project for such enough time that eventually the depression just evaporated. It wasn't the only thing that helped cure it out, but it did help. And speaking of recovering from depressions, Castle Joy was mine. Starting off as a one province miner and more cool, with enemies all around, Castle Joy was my baby, my first conquest. From more cool to Castle Joy, boarded Faerun, said, "Hey Faerun, we're both weak, let's be stronger together." And what does Faerun do? But get himself involved in a war that he obviously cannot win. And with us in war, everyone goes to war with us. Raven Spring to Castle Joy. Old Gate to Castle Joy. Raven Spring tried to take Castle Joy and failed. Another all the way to Othragian, having seized it from Guavadon. Think it's about time I take Castle Joy back. Old Gate, you've got no allies, do you? Oh, chat, they don't know? They don't know that allies are one of the most powerful ways to protect yourself in Crusader Kings. And the fun thing is, right? They're almost all Bretons here. And almost all the 8 Divines. So they aren't suffering any sort of penalty for being infidels or anything. We do. We can't marry anybody because nobody else follows a cult of Malakath. Except these dudes down here. Dragontail, you exist? Fantastic. A peasant leader uprising. Falkwraith, I think, is still orcish. So we don't have any nearby allies that can help us out. Maybe Dragonstar. Oh, just imagine if we become king of Orsinium and then High Rock. I could see about absorbing Dragontail or Dragonstar into our domain. I mean, this is a peasant leader. He rose up in a revolt and seized all this for himself from the Red Guards. That's worthy of keeping his domain. To take Wayrest. I could just take Wayrest. Still no allies. Oh, that is dangerous. He's an aristocrat. Believes the state authority should be invested in the Eternal Council. A journeyman Nightblade, but otherwise nothing too dangerous. Dragon tails, bouncing here and there and every... No, I'm mixing up my children's cartoons. Alright, hold on. Force, 443, and only 37 gold versus... quite a bit more than that. Alright, definitely taking Old Gate on. How's my money situation? 311. Oh yeah, definitely taking Castle Joy. Claim Castle Joy. I don't even need the Conquest Cassispelli. Though it would give 100 prestige and 50 favor. Whereas you just give 100 prestige. But you know what? If we win, just by pushing my own claim, we do get the barony and 100 prestige. But if I do it as conquest, I get the barony, I get the shrine below it, I get 100 prestige, 50 favor, skosh more authority, de jure claim does nothing, becomes a new liege. Let's do conquest then. This feels a bit silent. Is it too silent? It feels too silent to me. You don't know? You got ears, crab boy. Let's try that. As my troops ransacked the castle of Castle Joy, they uncovered an interesting relic that Selenard had hidden away there. A steel sword, that's it. More importantly, prisoners. How many? 6 prisoners? Oh, do you not care about them or you cannot afford them? Because that's all his family. He's only got 8 gold. Wonderful. When's he come in? 6 days? Gonna wait for him to lock, then go to more cool. So what's gonna be the quickest way to Old Gate? This is mountains, right? No, it's hills, then mountains, as opposed to plains, hills, then hills. What does the game think is the quickest route? Cool. We are in agreement. Our ongoing struggle outside of more cool has brought out the best of our military strategists. One of them is an Orsimer veteran with a penchant for innovation. He is suggesting that he retire from the battlefront and return to Faerûn to continue his work, safe from flying arrows. Dang. You know, he says that, but 23 Marshal, unyielding, flanker level 1. Wait, is he my commander? Was my courtier now? Solid investment. Oh no, it's not him specifically, is it? No, it is him. We need any resources available to us here at the front, and then we get a commander, him. Otherwise, pay 45 gold and gain 30 military technology points. Nah, we need him at the front. %97% war score already. You know what? That I haven't got to march all the way here after all. No peace yet? Oh, I see. They're over here. They think they can take over my cities and my castles with only 81 troops. There, 100%. Oh, I just realized I'm over my demand limit by a fair bit now. Because I got Wothroggian, and Shield Wall, and Morkul, and Faerûn. And now Scarp as well. See, Scarp is a much nicer name than Castle Joy, whatever it was. Wait, I can convert these? Convert to castle, convert to city. Nice. Well, now I know. Scarp, not scarf. Develop ruins? I could develop ruins in Scarp now. So maybe I do want to hold on to Scarp. Except, recently conquered, new administration. There's more ruins though, aren't there? Who else's ruins? What's this? Trade route. You've got ruins. Got more ruins in Cambria. Definitely got ruins here. Speaking of trade routes, I never checked them out here. Oh, well I got a trade route. Hooray for me. So even more reason to hold all this myself. So I think what I'll do is eventually shift my seat of power from the more cool Faerûn region to the Cabrian, Wayrest, Adamantia region. Probably personally hold Wayrest, Cambria, Foriane, Adamantia. You're the duchy capital here. Your duchy capital here. Which means I could make the duchy now, can't I? Dorvin and Coreria. Exactly. What about kingdoms? When can I create Orsinium? At peace. Capital is cultural Orsimer. One of the following must be true. Capital must have surge of settlers. Or any held title must be Dorvin, Cambria, or Orsinium. We could make Dorvin. We could make Dorvin. And if I make Dorvin, then that'll allow me, then. Because all I'm missing is one of the following must be true. So either Surge of Settlers, or Dwarven, Cambria, Orsinium. But you know what? Orsinium has been rebuilt and sacked so many times in history. I think what I'll do is not be too hasty. A lifestyle. Gladiator, equestrian, or blacksmith. Strengthened body. Let's get a lifestyle. Guilds are a good opportunity to learn new ways of mastering one's art. The fighters can teach you the ways of gladiator, the equestrian, or the blacksmith. Do I wish to be a gladiator? Taking up the intense lifestyle of the gladiator, physical training and martial combat have become almost daily activities for Mogak in all preparations for the arena. I don't want to be a gladiator in somebody else's arena though. What are the benefits of it? +3 martial, health 0.25, opinion up, combat skill up. Or an equestrian, is dedicated to dressage and tourneys alike, and spends most of their waking hours on horseback. Martial 1, Diplomacy 1, Stewardship 1, smaller bonuses. Or a blacksmith. Embrace the fiery heat of the forge, spending their spare time hammering away on pieces of scrap or fine ores to forge weapons, armors, and other items. Martial 1, Stewardship 2, and it does fit with the Orcish culture thing. Let's be a blacksmith. And does that help my men any? I'm up to 20 stewardship. Can I divorce you though? Because you got 0 stewardship. I can't have a wife of 0 stewardship. When I have a wife of 7. Or a wife of 12 even. You should be first wife. 38 gold only. Easy choice. Settle my court, huh? Let's marry you off to somebody. Alden Faroon? Right, because you're too old. You know what? You could stay. She might be a drunkard, but she's my drunkard. Could I remarry her, I wonder? You could remarry them. So what I could do is divorce you to get somebody with better stewardship as my first wife, and then remarry you. Wait a tick. Just noticed. I have a bloodline of Turog the Great, the founder and first king of Orsinium. And you've also got a bloodline of Yashnag, a great chief who, after sacking Orsinium during the early Second Era, led his people to Falkreath, region of Skyrim, where his people still live today. That was his dad, wasn't it? Yeah, that was Yashnag, my father-in-law. So you got his bloodline, I've got my bloodline. Do our kids have both? Our kids do have both. So this kid, either of these two kids, and you're strong too. Alright, Bashag is definitely going to be the one who inherits. He's strong, he's got 2 bloodlines, so +2 martial, plus 0.24 prestige is okay, more siege, that I don't have, +5 personal combat. It's gotta go through him. It is now demand size 4. Great. Okay, let me see. Who to give up then? Shield wall? Or give more cool away? Trouble is, right, that all of these other areas I hold have new administration and recently conquered. New administration lasted like 20 years, recently conquered, 1 year. One of which reduces levy size by minus 200% and reinforcement rate minus 100%. You're getting no troops for the first year. And only 30% of your possible troops for 20 years. So I kind of don't want to personally hold on to those. And if I give up more cool... Well, let me see. How about shield wall? If I give shield wall away then. As I gently push more and more west. But that's a load of stuff. That's so many stuffs. Ah well. Who to give shield wall to then? Who's been a capable commander? Omfala, sorry, but the drunkard could not be the hearthwife. Hearthwife is now Durhaz. You've already got land, you've got land, you've got land. Do I have no other commanders? Suitable commanders. 23, oh right. Narkozug. Narkozug, whatever his name is. You are a very capable commander. Let me give you shield wall. Or better yet, Scarp. I don't really need Scarp. Do I? Nah, let's give it to him then. And I'm still within my vassal limit. Vassal limit of 32. Woof. And they're all for it. 3 loyalists. Cool. Raven Spring then, perhaps, to take on that old foe. He's got 908 troops, 1 gold only, so his morale is going to be the gutter the moment he raises troops. Or do I go for Cambria, who's attacking Wayrest for all clear? Ooh, but he's down to 615, the fool. 615 versus 1,000. Or you know what else I can do? I got plenty of favor and plenty of gold. What I could opt for? Ducal Conquest of Colgria? Is it because you're both Daedric worshippers, and so because of that he doesn't count for it? Cult of Clavicus Vile. The Daedric Prince of granting power and wishes through ritual and pacts, Clavicus Vile is one of the most prolific princes in Nerd. Almost constantly, accompanied by a shape-shifting companion Barbas, this capricious prince relishes tricking supplicants with agreements that end with logical but unforeseen and often deadly consequences. Among his artifacts are Umbra, a soul-capturing sword, the mask of Clavicus Vile, a helm which makes the wearer unmutably charismatic. Winning his courtesy is dangerous and difficult, but lucrative for those he favors. But it is not Malakath, is it? Cause like Wayrest, I'm pretty sure I can do an inquisitorial conquest of. Yeah, Inquisition against Wayrest. Lose 250 favor upon declaring, but gain 100 favor upon winning. And vassalizes lords of his religion, and takes all other titles of the free province of Wayrest. So nah, I can't use it on Cambria, sadly. Ducal Conquest? King Alodai of Cambria holds lands at a duchy you are pretender to. By spending piety and gold, you can go to war over any county that is part of the duchy you hold land in. Yeah, but here's the problem. It's spend 250 favor and 38 gold for one county in a duchy I claim to, or my free conquest that I could use whenever, wherever, gaining prestige and favor, and all the titles therein. So I wanted to take Raven Spring and secure my eastern borders. But the opportunity to take Cambria. How could I say no? Coegera then? Kogria? Coegria? Whatever it is. Loyalist is for it, because he likes me. Pragmatist. The opponent is much weaker than us. Gloryhound? Has no opinion. Normally Gloryhounds hate going against weaker foes. They'll only vote yes for stronger foes. But first. Lols. Can you laws yet? Nope, not until 4 more years. Cool. And who wants to be arrested? Grudge Rock wants to be arrested? What for? He likes me. Alright, he wants to kidnap Rosie. Who's way out here. I don't care about that. Should I strengthen body? Recent physical training. Well, I'm lucky enough to not be cursed with a weak body. It is still my duty as a member of the Fighters Guild to train and strengthen my body, as we never know what threats and missions await. With some friends from the guild, we decided to spend some time together, training and pushing our bodies to the limit. Sturdy now, health, personal combat up. It's not quite brawny, but sturdy is okay too. And yet somehow, still a kind orc. Alright, gotta take Kogria. Event spawn is 580. Really? He's got that few armies of his own. Alright, I've gotta kick his butt. And how'd he get here anyway? 34 years of age, was he always the holder of Cambria? Conquered in a holy war. What did he have before? He had Grimrock, Cambria. Conquered, as leader of an uprising. Ah, that's why. Cult to Clavicus Vile. Or whoever. He is Vile, right? No, Molag Bal. Molag's Bal dude had an uprising here. Went on to conquer all this. I see. Well, too bad for them. Now it's my turn. Though what I could do is get tributary states too. %20 of their income, 15% of their levies to me. But then I'll be obligated to protect them, and I don't want that. Could I do it to Hafengar? I could establish a tributary state in Hafengar. And make the Nords the subjects of the Orcs. Nah. Rebuild the homeland first. Little bit concerned though, because I'm getting very spread out here. That's Cambria's troops. Okay. Not a very wise man, is he, opting to go straight for me and not defend himself in Wayrest, but I guess he's smart, because I'm the bigger threat than Wayrest is. My prisoner, Michelle's spouse, sent me a letter insisting I would meet him in his keep. He asked me to show mercy and release his spouse for a hefty sum of money he obviously does not have. He has no keep. He's got money. He's got loads of money. Don't negotiate with prisoners and execute Michelle. 48 gold for her. Wait, he's my... Oh, he's mine too. He's mine too. I could toss him in the dungeons, then expel him and take all of his gold. His insolence bores me. Into the dungeons. What, is he not in the dungeons too? I want to imprison him and banish him. Oh, that didn't banish him, that didn't imprison him at all. Why is he not in the dungeons? It says in the dungeon, but he's not in the dungeon. That was exactly option 1, Crab Boy. Please show mercy. Haha, no, execute her instead. I should just taken the gold. I thought that imprisoning him meant imprisoning him and I could banish him afterwards and seize all of his gold and not just half of it. Oh, well. Who else is in prison? You got no money, but I can banish you. Nah. Just release and kick away. Don't need Bretons in my court. No gold on him either. You know what, let's raise him in the ways of Malakath. And put you on house arrest. Because we are kind and noble peoples here. Follower of Magnus. Cool. 68 gold. That means banishment, take gold. Could have kept her as a mage. She didn't hate me yet. But come on, it's gold. A Reachman. A following in the old gods of the Reach faith. Much like their lineage, the faith of the Reachmen is a syncretic mixture derived from many peoples who inhabit the Reach. The Reachmen have no defined pantheon, instead worshipping a variety of Daedra, Aedra, and totemic animal spirits. The most popular of the old gods are Hircine, Dibella, and Periite. The worship of the old gods has few defined rituals or practices, and most Reach clans have their own unique priest class, traditions, and beliefs. Hedge magic and sacrifice play a key role in many rituals, which led to the inhabitants of the Reach being derided as the Witchmen. Oh, I can't raise him? Age less than 10. Fine then. In that case, just castrate him? Castrate Olars and turn him into a eunuch? Or blind him? Nah, just ransom him. Won't pay right. He can't afford. He could almost afford the 26 gold. In that case, gonna keep holding on to him. And you have no gold either. He's an okay diplomat. And a bard at that. And an okay steward. Just get rid of him. Oh, he's fleeing now. That's unfortunate. He doesn't want to have this fight after all. He doesn't want to contribute any combat war score to me. Well, that's a shame, because I want to contribute. Has he given up the war? Nope, stood against Wayrest. Wayrest has simply taken Alcaire back. %, war score only. I am pleased to hear that after a period of peace and shrewd management, the county of Faerun is doing very well. People are happy, and the tax collectors are reporting record intakes. Cool. And how are things in Faerun? Could I build a trade post if I wanted to? 197 gold for it, though. Nah. The future holders of Faerun could do that. Necromancy legalized. Heralds from the office of the Archmage Grand Mufti Namassar, the Lawgiver, has announced that the Gage's Mild formally recognized necromancy as a legitimate and respectable form of magical study. Many are dubbing this as a triumph, as skilled mages may now broaden their horizons by studying the previous taboo form of conjuration. Others claim that necromancy is far too dangerous to permit, and the potential for gross malfeasance on the part of selfish mages is too great. This was a step in the right direction, I could say. Increase his opinion of me as if I care about that. How dare Namassur, what a fool. Or I am unsure what to make of this development. Well, I am clearly a very martial orc. Let's call him foolish for this. It is the bodies of the living that are important and worthy of art, not the bodies of the dead. I could scarcely believe it, but the pregnancy has made my first wife Dulhaz look more beautiful than she ever was. Whenever we're in the same room, I can hardly keep my eyes off of her. Make a move, quickly. And still didn't get lusty. As soon as I came to pick up Orlars to help me out cutting down some trees, he started complaining. Apparently he has a nasty stomachache. Insolent brat, I'll show him. Orlars apparently has pains in his arm now, after I grabbed it. And he cannot use it to cut trees. And now he's indolent and lazy. Very averse to any kind of exertion, be it mental or physical. Can develop into charitable, slothful, gluttonous, or groomed. Either way, hopeless. Umfala. Ulumfa. What do you want? You want to kill me for divorcing you? It's a jerk move, isn't it? Could I ask you to one plot? You dare not refuse. But then again, she's also got 6 gold. I could banish her and take 6 gold. Nah, just demand she end plot. I might push into Wayrest next. Have to see. Because it's not just having a very snaky country. I got an increased amount of questions from Olars lately about Malakath and the ritual of the cult of the Malakath faith. And he is the heir to Gehenna. Let us teach him about Malakath. And now, the Reachman is a proper Malakath worshipper. More prisoners. That I could? Absolutely. Ransom away. 10 gold for you. 10 gold from you. Do I give Olars back now? Is 26 gold. And he's already corrupted. He already follows Malakath. Let's do it. Aw, can't ransom off anybody else. There's you. Rose? Are you unimportant to them? That's your mother. You don't... Oh, you can't afford to ransom off your mother. And it's Coegria, so... You're not going to exist soon enough. Aw, daughter born. Precious. Let's raise you for thriftiness. You know, I don't really need Chatul anymore, do I? I guess I could take it, because Chatul is also very well developed. Very well developed. How much does it cost? 61 only? Non-issue. Use it. Gulite. You're her wife. You're his wife, aren't you? In that case, you're probably important to him. Is it that you don't want her? Or is it that you can't afford her? Cannot afford the 10 gold ransom. Alright, I'll hold on to her then. Good day, Guardian Mogak. The Fighters Guild prides itself on having the best fighters in Tamriel. Dude, I need the money. I need the demand limit. Get off my back. We're at war. We are very much following the art of war. And more scoutage. For +2 stewardship. Hey Robbie, good morning to you too. Just in time for the orcs' return to Orsinium. The old lands are ours again. And that is that. They can't afford to get rid of them, can they? Nah, let Rose go. Gillette. Gulit. He's in the negatives now. And he only makes 0.2 gold per month anyway, in that case. Just toss her out too, doesn't matter. And now I get a shiny new Quagria. An 86 prestige, 43 favor, more authority. It is customizable. I was hoping it would be. Surprised so far, because even the gold watering can is not customizable. So far it's slingshot, gold watering can, with a marginal durability increase. Which I'm going to assume is going to be par for the course for the rest, huh? Break ground for a new Orsinium. Spread the word of your intentions to establish a new Orsinium. Messengers will travel all over Nirn, attracting bands of settlers, refugees, adventurers, and other interested parties. After enough settlers arrive, you will be able to create the Kingdom of Orsinium. I could do that. Or I could just create Orsinium. If I create Cambria, Orsinium, or Dorval. All of which I can do. But it's 250 gold. Ouch, that's a lot. 250 gold and 100 prestige. That's a lot of money. Well, it's not exactly a newer city we want, is it? Because I could just create Coegria. And it only costs 131 gold. And we do hold all of Coegria. On the one hand, it's cheaper. On the other, new content, plus several events. Oh, Crab Boy. Once you upgrade the Nook Shop, you get new tools. So many new tools. And how much does it cost? 250 gold. So either way. Either way, won't be able to afford it right away. Wait, 2 over the limit now. That's right, because Kogori also's got a castle. Hall of Norvolk. And you're the duchy capital, right? No? That's over North Rogian. Alright, let's do it. Let's create the duchy title. Creating the High Chiefdom of Hrothgar. Hey, check it. I get to make 37 gold per year. Rich. Now. Wait, what are these falling must be true? My title... Oh, I see, I see. Then I shifted over, right? To High Chieftain of Hrothgar, make primary. And doing so... I see now. Duchy Hrothgar is not included in Dorvin, Cambria, or Orsinium. That's alright though. I got prestige from it, and prestige is always cool. To make Dorvin 2 then? Now wait. After I get Cambria for myself. Or no, do it now. Let's make Dorvin. Now all I'm missing is the money, which is easy enough to get. Just gotta wait for a while. But alright, any more commanders who have served well? Chief of Frostbreak, Queen. Or hiring somebody new. Who in the realm is not me? Not a ruler. There's my boy, could give it to my boy. Or Rob, the courtier of sorrow, who's a good scout too, an inspiring leader. Let's give it to you, La Rob. Let's give you Shield Wall, maybe? Let's give you Shield Wall, I think. Because Shield Wall also has the levy reinforcement rate cut by 70% for the next 14 years. Everyone's forward except for him. It's part of his de jure territory. It should be his. Well, he's my steward. But a steward in a republic. I don't want to make a republic. La Robe, it is yours. Which means now I need a new steward. Who's capable? Nobody's capable, really. Steward of Shatul does not want to come over. Unless, what if I gave Shatul, Steward, bit of land of his own? Say Coagria. Then he could be my new steward. And Coagria can't make use of anyway. Always a malcontent. Why is that? A malcontent councillor is unhappy with the current state of affairs in the realm. They are troublesome forces on the council, and will always oppose the will of the ruler, unless they directly stand to gain power. Unfortunate. I do want Shatul though. Well, either way. Cambria, we're gonna have peace for how long? When does our truce expire? In 5 years only. Good conquest, Casaspelli. Alright, who for next? To take on Ravenspring and secure my borders? Mark Waston. Has it been 5 years yet? Nah, set at peace. I could always break the peace, break the truce. That'll just be half my prestige lost, or most of it, in this case. Azure's Crossing, can't reach you yet, can I? Inquisition. But a whole Inquisition against just you, for one county, when you have allies in Volmin, and every single Alikir ruler might join up with him against me. Or Phrygius. Could go against Phrygius now. Except Phrygius also has a equitable amount of troops. No allies, but if I were to do an inquisitorial war against him for a big chunk of duchy, it'd be every nearby 8 Divines ruler against me. And that's suicidal. Let's go Ravenspring then. That gives us time until Gehenna. Gives us access to Hag's End. And Ravenspring is an old foe. An old foe with 1,800 troops. Fine then, Ravenspring, you get to live this time. 2,000 from his domain. How built up is Ravenspring? Extraordinarily. That one tiny county equals my domain. I just realized I've got an immense limit of 5. Shatul, this is now mine. Oh, I can't yet. Does not allow revocation. But plot to revoke the chiefdom. Does anybody want on board this? Nobody wants? And I can't change the laws yet to allow revocations. Because that requires Legalism 1. And I'm nowhere near Legalism 1. Who's got Legalism 1? Nobody nearby has Legalism 1. It's alright, Shatul. You could exist for now then. Gehenna? Oh wait. Where's the lad that I raised? Heir is... No, not him. Oh, there he is. There's the dude that I raised to follow the cult of Malakath. Pretty far down then. Oh well. And who's here? Hafengar's got Lina Johanna. Let's take Dunlane at least. Secure this bit of coast and mountain. Is it late enough to do it? It is? No, outsiding truces or pieces. Everyone's on board. Wait, didn't check his troop strength. Only 500. Good. Could do this one solo. It's in the mountains, though. Mountain, right? Hills. Hills, and in the winter. That puts us at a bit of a disadvantage. As she is growing older, I can see that Alona could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. Who is she again? My courtier. The unlucky one. Are you guys with me? No, you guys all left. Kick you out then. I can't kick her out. Drat. Really is unlucky. No, not that way. Back around here. This campaign has been easy pickings. Swinging my short sword through the forest is a pleasure, and my fellow soldiers are equally jovial, started by the blood of our Reachman enemies and the cries of battle. Look! Enemy Commander Zhen is hiding! Someone suddenly shouts, pointing off in the distance. Lovely. Duel the commander myself. Personal combat skill of 16. Versus personal combat skill of 152. The sun is beginning to set when I met Jene, my silver sword ready. After she clumsily dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the woman attempts to cover her injured leg, but I have rarely seen so much blood. Take it you win? Nah, show no mercy. Everything is just in war. Oh no, my son is food poisoning. Well, even without food poisoning, he'd only have 5 stewardship. I'm not too worried. Malakath gazing inward. Majors and scholars across the known world are in agreement. Malakath has lost interest in the mortal world of late. Drat. It's alright though. You really want to cross 1, 2, 3 provinces to get to one, when you could just cross Ravenspring to get here? Is it because as mountains, it technically takes longer to go through Ravenspring than through Chatul? Well, that's 1 travel distance versus 3. And Cambria still losing away. Inquisitorial conflict in Cambria. Oh no, he's getting torn apart. And he's gonna lose it to Phrygia. It's alright though. It means Phrygia goes against him and not me. How is Phrygia holding up, troop-wise? 1,200. Alright. Guess that's why I'm safe. Because you just about equal the enemy. Yay, victory. What's this sign? Oh, develop the ruins. Indun Lane? Nah. But a mere 30 gold away from being able to create Orsinium. Aw, a granddaughter? A hardy granddaughter too, more fertility, weird thing to say at age 0, greater health. And who's gonna be next on the list? Hag's End? Do I dare go against? The tribal reachmen? What do they got going on here? Basic infrastructure, trade route, incompetent elder council guards. And they've only got 500, 600, 1200 between them. Might let them be then. Raven Spring, still ravenous. 2,000 dudes on him. How's Mark Waston? Petty. Duncarn. 1,000 dudes on him. Nope. And he's got allies. Tribal vassals, Chief of Cambrian. Who provides an extra 380 troops. It's alright though. Though if Phrygius has taken over Cambria, that's going to be problematic. 2,000 troops? Where'd you get 2,000 troops from? You've only got the 1,300. Is that Wayrest's? Added on to his. Yeah, that's Wayrest too. 1,200 from Phrygius. 900 from Lewin. I got tech. Oh, just economy tech. It's a start, I guess. What do I want? Armory, training grounds, small hospitals, trading practices for Bridget guardhouses, improved keeps, Orc Stronghold 2, gate towers, cities and temples. It doesn't matter too much, because the important thing is, now that I have tech here, it's going to spread here and further outwards. To think, somebody in the world with actual tech. Baloth? Declaring war on Gehenna now. Good man. What have you got? And you're the one married to my daughter too. I chose well. You know what? Can I raise him myself? I can't. But my boy can. Where's my boy? Where's my son? Dude, Adamantia, what happened here? Balfier and Conquest of Dania is a one-county thing, isn't it? I guess it is. Dania still exists. Just not in Dania. High Rock being straight up volatile. Who's this here? Penumbra? Glenumbra. But suppose what I could do is attack Phrygius for something close by, Shornhelm or Righthaven. Become hostile to them. Attack their armies directly in Firebrand. Kick them out of Cambria, then take them over. And then maybe Cambria could wipe peace out. Because I would much rather go against Cambria in their weakened state than Phrygius even stronger. Got plenty of troops for it. 1,000 among myself. And plenty among my vassals. And money for more mercenaries. And at 4.45 per month of expenditures. Not expenditures? What's expenditures? Of income. Could afford quite a few troops on top of that. His total count is 1,300. No? I think I just might do it. But he's got gold too. That's the thing. He's got loads of gold. I think I'll wait. Become King of Orsinium. Then have a prolonged campaign to push Phrygius out. After the Battle of Scarp, it has been my duty to inform the families of fallen soldiers their fate. At night, I still see the hatred burning in the eyes of a teenage daughter. I know it is not my fault, but I have destroyed their lives. Should have been me. And I. Or some people are always going to want me dead, become cynical and depressed. Or enough of these feelings, by Malakath, I'll punch somebody. Become wrathful, stressed, and a chance of depression. What'd I get? Got stressed? Already had wrath? When does Guavidon expire? Because Guavidon's good stuff too. 2 years from now? Could just go Wayrest. Strip Wayrest away, and take it as my jewel. Which would put me on a border with Adamantia. But I'm sure it's okay. Adamantia wouldn't war against me right off the bat. Blood of Clan Dureni. The Dureni, or a fabled Aldmeri clan that ruled over most of High Rock during the First Era, winning a Pyrrhic victory against the Alessian Order. They get stewardship and learning for free? Cool. $252 gold. Now is the time, isn't it? At peace. Capital has culture Orsimer. Primary title is higher than Count. Age, I'm an adult. I've got the gold, got the prestige. And I do have the High Chiefdom, or more cool. You know what? I think now is the time. To actually properly become King of Orsinium.
Отца и Сына и Святаго Духа венчается на царство царским венцом великий князь и государь Иван Васильевич. И нарекается боговенчанным царем московским и всея великия Руси самодержцем
Московский князь не имеет права на царский чин.
Европа не признает его царем.
Сильно будет, признают.
Впрочем, некоторые его подданные не очень восторгаются этим венчанием.
Недовольство тех вельмож понятно, что кузен великому князю Вольдемар Старицкий с матерью. Венчание Иоанна царем усложняет их путь до трона московского.
Но есть как будто и сторонники Иоанна.
То родственники невесты великого князя.
Не великого князя, а царя. Уже царя.
Отца и Сына и Святаго Духа. О, боговенчанный царю, прими от Бога скипетр сей. Прими, сын мой. Прими от Бога державу силу. Прими, сын мой. Ныне и присно, и во веки веков.
Богу венчанному царю Иоанну Васильевичу сея Руси
Ныне впервые великий князь Московский, венец царя всея Руси, на себя возлагает. И тем навеки многовластию злокозненному, боярскому на Руси предел кладет. Отныне русской земле единой быть.
На боярскую власть руку поднимает.
Но дабы русскую землю в единой длани держать, сила нужна. А посему отныне учреждаем мы войско, служивое, стрелецкое, постоянное. А кто в войсках тех государевых сам не сражается, тому в великих походах царских деньгами участвовать.
На свою же голову свою деньгу нести.
Также и святым монастырям великими своими доходами отныне в воинском деле участвовать. Ибо казна их множится, а русской земле пользы с того нет. Нужна сильная власть, дабы гнуть хребты тем, кто единству державы российской противится. Ибо токмо при едином, сильном, слитном царстве внутри твердым можно быть и вовне. Но что же наша отчизна, как не тело, по локти и колени отрубленные? Верховья рек наших, Волги, Двины, Волхова под нашей державой, а выход к морю их в чужих руках. Приморские земли отцов и дедов наших от земли нашей отторгнуты, а посему в день сей венчаемся мы на владение теми русскими землями, что ныне до времени под другими государями находятся. Два Рима пали, а третий Москва стоит, и четвертому Риму не быть. И тому Риму третьему, державе московской, единым хозяином отныне буду я один.
Папа не допустит, император не согласится, Европа не признает.
Сильным будет, все признают. Надо, чтобы силен не был.
День Симеона Богоприимца свадьба назначена. Учиним же свадьбу всему хозяину.
Почему такая привилегия Иоанну? Почему князь Курбский в вассалах у Иоанна? Разве род Курбских менее знатен, чем род Иоанна Московского? Почему же монархом на Руси Иоанн в Москве, а не Андрей Курбский в Ярославле?
And all that happens every single time you hit the Become King button. Now properly, King Mogak of Orsinium. With new color, we're all green now, from gray to green. And? Higher demand limit then? Demand limit of 8. Fantastic. So nothing has to be given out anymore. The entirety of Wayrest could be added, and it's within the limits. Except do I want Wayrest now? Because you're sickly, aren't you? Consumption. Bah. I'm not gonna become king just to get consumption and die. But it does come too with a boost to troops too, so... Dare I take on Phrygius now? Nah, probably shouldn't. Consolidate things for the time being. Rebuild my troop strength and my money strength. Alright, but that was my become king ambition, wasn't it? Choose ambition, to see Rome prosper, 5 years apiece, or build a war chest. 700 gold if ruling a kingdom, which you are now, or become a great general. Success is to have legendary. What's my current? Experienced. Might be a bit premature for that one then. Gold then. Should be easy enough. Three more commanders I have space for. Okay, Shield Wall, you're definitely in. And 13. Oh, but he's a necromancer. A necromancer with only 12 learning. But he's an experienced mage. Could probably make him my Lord Keeper. Or maybe Court Mage. Where's Court Mage? No, I can't make him. He's too low then for Lord Keeper, isn't he? Now he could be. Oh well. He's not the only necromancer. I'll get more necromancers eventually. But who to be cupbearer? Master of the Blade, War Chief, Regent, and cupbearer too? Let's trust him. Court Architect. The Grand Acts of Craftsmanship. Coagria. Let's give you some nice titles. Historiographer. Already have one. Tutor. Still short one wife though. Alright, fine, mage. You can be a commander. Bit loud that, isn't it? I do appreciate the coronation music, but I've already had my coronation. 11 minutes of it. Wait, how's Guavadon? Not until 2 years from now. Or more like a year and a half. Young Alonia has finished her education in the ways of faith and learning. It is evident. Dang! It's a shame that she is Sanguine Cult, because 18 learning, experienced mage, though the unluckiness is a bit problematic. Cursed from birth with an unnaturally unlucky disposition. Could we marry her? Oh, but for minus 300 prestige, for me, I got plenty of prestige already, but dare I? As a man-mare relationship, there's already going to be a massive penalty to fertility, and then plus 10% more for her. Well, she's been stuck with us for how long? So might as well. Teacher contentment. For learning, stewardship, diplomacy, or humility. And wait, that means I now have a suitable position for the Hunt Wife. But I still can't revoke, can I? Plus a whopping 0.1 per month for cultural advancements. Oh, speaking of, that's right. Now that I am king, let's switch gears to scholarship focus. Because that's an easy way to get more cultural tech. Baron who? Oh, Mark Waston. Gotta build the observatory. And still nobody wants on the spot, how come? They all like him a lot more than they like me. It's too bad. Superior silver sword added to my treasury. Personal combat 9, martial 1, compared to 1 and 7. Switch it up. Superior mithril armor. Quality 5, defense 1.2, defense 2.5, martial 3, martial 3. I think I'll keep my orcish armor. For 1, orcish king, and for 2, I like the stats better. Nothing yet for North Point, right? Castle spelly-wise? Tributary State or Inquisitions? No to both. Let's take Mark Boston then. Oh, he's but a wee bairn. A wee bairn with only 360 gold to his name, or 60 troops to his name, I mean. De jure conquest would give me. We lose prestige for a de jure claim. How about this de jure claim? Gains a barony, 100 prestige and contributions. Or gain the barony and the priory and the prestige and the favor and the moral authority. And he's got no allies, right? No allies at all. Oh, this poor kid. Then I'm doing him a favor. Lord Keeper Zelbash burst into your chambers flanked by several warriors, dragging Karag with them in chains. My king, we caught this apostate in the act of reading the cult of Hermaeus Mora scripture, and giving praise to Boethia. What shall be done with him? Who's he? Not my son, is he? One of my commanders. Oh, my necromancer dude. Throw him in the dungeon. He does have 101 gold on him. Oh yes. Oh yes. Throw him in the dungeons. Then banish him. The Howard laws right now. I could allow purges. Still can't revoke titles. Right, gonna wait for revoke titles first. Oh no, my tax went down to basic too. Didn't carry over? They all went down to default? Oh. But becoming king of Orsinium means all the council abilities are forfeit. We have no more council. That's a good start. Well, we have the council. Just the council has no power. One defender only. Oh, those poor devils. Is he gonna try to take me on all by himself? Siege Faroon, with the entirety of his 370-sized army. Let's make a race of it. See who could outsiege who. Your observatory is finally ready. It is with great anticipation that you prepare to make your first observations. I wonder what strange things it will discover. Who's he? I don't remember him. And his parents aren't in my court. Oh no. Is all his family? Okay, good. Not all of his family's in my court. Just him. Yeah, sure. Teaching about Malakath? Aw, he could even make it all the way to Faroon. Poor little devil. And technically this makes us what? The third actual proper kingdom in High Rock. There's Daggerfall, as tiny as Daggerfall is right now, Wayrest, and us. But nothing here. City or shrine? Can I convert you to make castle? No, I need gold for that. Oh well. Guess I could find somebody to give it to. Who is of my religion and my culture that would be suitable for a city? A steward of Coegria? Let's give it to him. To Salk, a lowborn but ambitious homosexual who suffers ruthlessness and depression. That is ruthless, right? No, recklessness. You get Tokozod. And check it, I don't even have to beg my council to permit me stuff anymore. Music on? Alright, crab boy. You redeem music on, I'll give music on. But what about the cool and bombastic music that's coming out from here? Pume. So who for next? Oh man, Frigg is getting way too big. Well, I do have the gold now. So I think I should start pushing in, taking Firebrand, then Grimrock, then Cambria. He's getting a bit uppity, isn't he? But he's only got 29 gold now. Only 29 gold. Alright, he has got to go. And he's got 2 duchies now too. He's got Shornhelm and Phrygius. Inquisition to Cambria would be a great idea. If it wasn't for nearby 8 divine rulers, I might also join King Luther Phrygius in Defense of the Faith. Though it might behoove me to go from Shornhelm to Dargard to Phrygius and tear out his core regions. Cause Firebrand, Grimrock, Cambria? That's a very loud song. Because all of these here, right, that's new territory for him. They're not going to give him much stuff at all. But all this is established. So maybe Shornhelm first. Yeah? Think he'll do. Because Dargard is his too, right? Oh, all he owns is Phrygius and Dargard. So you, then you 5 years later, and you 5 years after that. Because let me see, who are you? Yeah, you've all got new administration, recently conquered. So those give nothing. Those will always be weak for the next 20 years. Okay then, Shornhelm it is. I can't afford to do this, right? Yeah, I got 1,500 of my own troops, not counting my own vassals. But you're at 1,200. Gotta play it safe after all. Take it slow. And minimize the threats to my establishment. He's cool, don't care about that. You have spent many nights looking at the celestial bodies in your observatory. It is truly fascinating. There are so many questions to ask. How do the moons move about in Mundus? Or what secrets does Oblivion hold? Good day, Champion Mogak. The Fighters Guild prides itself on the best fighters in Tamriel. Yes, we chose... Leave it be, man. It's working out for us, isn't it? We're going to war. Oh, where is he going? He's coming to Kogria. Ha 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 ho! The fool. Bringing the bulk of his... Oh, to Wathragian. Oh, that is smart, because that's a mountain. What else is around here? Hills? Hills? But then again, we outnumber him by a lot. There's not going to be any danger here at all. After all, we got superior orc engineering. And then, after this, we'll raid into Dargard and weaken him, and have prolonged raids into his territories. Just to keep him for the weak. Jocelyn the Chaste, who's she queen of? Not even a real queen. A duke at best. No, I don't want to arrest them, or them, or them. You want to murder Gorn. I don't care about Gorn. You want to fabricate a claim on the High Chief for more cool, which is fine. And you want to kidnap out of me. You want to kidnap a young girl with cancer? Hey, Red Dot Elk Hunter. The rebooting of Orsinium is going fantastic. Orsinium has been rebuilt. We've got the Wathragian Mountains, got a nice band going along here. Only trouble is that Phrygius has Grimrock, Firebrand, and Cambria. And so Phrygius is not on my hit list. What's happened to Penmarch? Oh, poor Penmarch is defending against everybody. "22% every 12 days. Mother-in-law. Oh, that was my mother-in-law. Who's Balok? My son. But not my strong son. He's got the two... whatchamacallit, the two bloodlines, which is cool. But this boy's cooler. He's got the bloodlines and he's strong. Not too much work. The primary thing today was taking over Congria, or Kogria. Dunlane, and that was pretty much it. And Thukozod, I guess. Just 3 conquests? Within a laboratory, you pour through old tomes at the realms of oblivion. The old stories are all the same. Ambitious rulers and questing heroes strike bargains and perform amazing feats to receive incredible boons. What is to say you cannot do the same? There is true power within my grasp. Develop ruins? In Dunlane though, I'm not going to hold Dunlane forever. If somebody wants Dunlane, they could have it. It just now hit me that I've got about 30,000 troops, or 3,000 troops I mean. Which means I don't think anyone else around me can touch me. As far as worrying about retribution and attacks goes. Diligent is pretty cool. Sort of +1 to everything. It's a pretty good one to have. Let's make you. You get a powerful voice. Well, command, of course. Of course you get command. %87% war score. Think I'll leave my future lands alone. Since they're just weak anyway. They got new administration. What happened to new administration? They got new administration on you and... No. No? Oh, the cheats. How did they do that? How did they just make the recently conquered disappear so quickly? Where do we learn that magic? The dusty text you perused earlier had some useful information, but nothing important. To really delve into the mysteries of Oblivion, you will need to hire a scholar specializing in all matters Daedric. Do it. Each Prince of Oblivion has a unique sphere, and requires unique understanding to match. With what I've set aside, I should be able to find some with useful insights. A scholar of Azura, Boethia, Clavicus Vile, Hermaeus Mora, Hersine, Mehrunes Dagon, Mafala Meridia, Molag Bal, Namira, Nocturnal. Where's my man? Where's Malacath? We got Periite, Sanguine, Shograth, Vermina, Jigalag. Oh, I can't get my own man. We don't have the ambition for it, no. It's just that technology is base bottom all throughout the world. And I figured, what's the classic way to raise cultural tech than building an observatory and doing some sightseeing? Let's say Boethia. Let's hire a scholar of Boethia. %. We capitulate yet? No capitulation? You've only— oh my goodness. I've kicked his butt hard. 292 soldiers left. And he still don't want to give up. Oh, let's see. Do we have anybody worthy of ransom? We do. Is that tech? Which tech? Is it cultural? It's just war. Of course, it's just war. Military orgs, use equipment. I think I'll go siege. Troop-wise, we got numerical supremacy. But faster siege is faster siege. Oh, now it's 100. Cool. And there you go, Crab Boy. You had 12 minutes of song. The song is done. After some searching. Cool, not too loud. After some searching, I managed to contact the enigmatic Ragbalag, who claims to have made bargains with Boethia in the past. Ragbalag is willing to help me learn more about Boethia. There is much I would like to learn. Becomes Cult of Boethia? Nah. With your help, there are many secrets I can't uncover. Who's next on the old hit list? Phrygius, now. Should be somewhat weakened. You still got a max of 1100. Almost 1200. But that's okay. He's no rival now. Guavadon's still waiting on you, right? No, Guavadon is not safe anymore. But then again, nowhere's Wayrest. And I do want to make Wayrest and Adamantia kind of the core region, as typically have in the past when I'm boring. Oh wait, son-in-law Uruk has taken up Gehenna. I feel like the appropriate course of action would be to take Gehenna from Northwatch and give it to him as a reward for his good service. I mean, look at that. He only had the one county in Baloth and went ahead to invade them on his own. That's absolutely laudable. Can't change you. So do I want purges or more taxes? How was my tax? 37 per year still. But then again, there's levy upkeep too. Yeah, let's get city tax. $100 prestige to change demand laws. It's a good thing I got plenty. Someday purges. Develop the base first. Get some good troops coming in. Then we'll purge the Bretons out of Orsinium. But not until then. To think the Orsimer lands are still... There's no hash marks. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. My cousins have been replaced. What happened? Inherited, then no holder. Created. How did you lose it? Dear brother-in-law, come to us. No? We could press your claim. Who's he? Bethnik. All the way out there. Oh, come on, you could be with us. We're kin. Related by marriage. My children, your nieces and nephews. And he's married, so I can't favor him over. What could I do to get you to come to me? To marry your kids to my kids? To further cement things? Betrothal too. Where's my favorite son? At the very least, we can keep the bloodline going. He's got the bloodline already, but... Are you married? You are married. That's why you're stuck here too. This is going to increase the risk of incest, since I'm pretty much marrying my son to his direct cousin. But you know, there are so few orcs in the world anyway. More commanders, extort subjects. Nah, I don't need that. Don't gotta extort subjects. All I need is a bathroom break. Give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Well, you all get the pretty map in the interim. There you go. Back in a few. There, see? Back already. Just a short one. How is the world doing anyway? Akavir still Akavering. Alanor still Alaneering. Valanesti, you're the primary Valenwood power, aren't you? Only 284 years old, he's a baby. of House Camoran. Who else is here in Valenwood? What other major kingdom polities do we have? Talabal Tor. Nettlesheen. Oh, Arkin. 70, even more of a baby. What's her bloodline? House of Eplear. Eplear became the first recorded king in the history of Tamriel. Dang. The first king in the history of Tamriel, after he united the hundreds of Bosmer tribes and formed the first unified political entity of Valenwood. Oh, that's Camoran is why. Do they all have it then? Bloodline? No. You have no such bloodline. I'm sure you do. Yep, blood of Eplear Camoran. And how's elsewhere? Oh, the main's a tiny little kitten. That's too cute. A newborn kitten at that. Nibene, who's my future rival to be? Only 2,000. You got all this under your belt. And only about 3,000 troops and 80 gold. Well, your vassals Olmedo gave you that. You got good vassals under you. The estates. 1,000 Twitter dudes. Rubbish. Valley of Scars at least is back in Orsimer hands. Which is nice. Dragonstar, what's going on with you? You've got Peasant Revolt, Alakir Revolt, Evermore Conquest. What? Where's Evermore? Evermore doesn't exist anymore. Duncarn, really? You? Oh. The duchy level Evermore doesn't exist, but the county level does. I feel like I should probably go defend Dragonstar. Could I marry you off? Any daughters? Betrothal between you. Let's see, you're 3 years old. And my granddaughter. No! Politics! You're kidding! The old CK2 thing of he's being devoured apart from the inside by 2 revolts, has an outsider taking over. I'm offering him an alliance and he says no thank you. I'm worried that you might be some threat to me. Buddy, please, you're being eaten alive. Alright. I think I see how to make this work though, because I want to preserve him, absolutely. You've got 789 troops, and revolts are always going to be petty stuff. And that is not petty at all. But if he's divided, it might be okay. Alright. We're going to do a bit of raiding. You can't raid though, can you? You can loot. All of you, to loot. Send you all to Evermore, and from there, to the recovery of Dragonstar. Green has to watch out for green. According to Chancellor Fangols, the peasants of Dun Lane have started a delightful tradition where the peasantry from several villages meet up and dance, feast, and prepare for future marriage. By promoting this tradition, Fangols believes that the county, will develop a strong local culture that will attract more peasants. Well, how could I say no? My studies with Rabelgog are proving you fruitful. Not only have I gleaned some valuable information about Boethia, I have substantially improved my understanding of the mysteries of Oblivion, and there is still much more to learn. Oh, only a chance? And we went military again, too. Cultural advancements continue to elude me. My daughter Rolga's sick too? Oh no. Consumption has no typhoid fever again. The price we pay, I suppose. At least my dudes are capable. Don't be the strong one. No! It's alright though, it's only -3 health. And that's +1, right? +1 health, so it's only -2. And he's got decent treatment. He might pull through then. Old God uprising now, can't they wait? I got my own uprising trying to save here. Give us a second, we'll be right with you. My studies have been exhausting, but now I truly believe that I've acquired a wealth of knowledge about Oblivion, its inhabitants, and the liminal bridges that bind our world to theirs. This knowledge has transformed me to become the scholar or the strange, or curious information, but I have other interests to pursue. For stewardship and learning. So it doesn't give the, well, I guess it's a different chain of events than the default, than the vanilla Watching the Stars one. So I guess you cannot farm cultural tech as easy as you could. That's okay though. Let me see though, because I forgot they haven't split up is a problem. Peasant revolt for Skaven. Alakir revolt might kill him off, to be honest. Oh well. I'll keep an eye on him. See if it does displace him, and maybe in time I might put him back in power. As the enemy draws near during battle, an uncontrollable rage begins to swell within you. You furiously bite down on the edge of your shield in an attempt to devour it. Trembling with anger, you then raise your great axe and charge howling to the enemy ranks. Many of the cowards have to flee at the mere sight of you, but your axe has no mercy to spare for them. Must kill more and gain Berserker. This character works himself into a frenzy during battle, charging fearlessly at the enemy for less diplomacy, but more martial, more personal combat skill. Is that 40 martial? Oh my goodness, that is legendary. It's truly legendary. $3 per month. Yeah, can't really afford those, can I? The Azra's Tolman, the Passkeepers, the Desert Freemen. Let's get the Desert Freemen. It still gives a combined total of 2,500 troops, almost 2,600. Which would be more than sufficient to take on primarily light infantry. Wife printed to gain. What, I can't combine them? Oh well. Now that is definitely worth executing. You got no money, right? Execution it is then. And now to save Dragon Tail. Gotta try to. Or else the poor guy will be torn apart. Daughter born to my son. A strong daughter. A shame there wasn't. I don't think I could change the rule by might. Gender laws. Only males can inherit. And that cannot be changed as far as I know. $2,100 versus 3,800. It is primarily light infantry with some archers, so I could try for it. I'll wait, I'll go around, make a tour of the area. Except no. It's foolish, but we have morale. I'm gonna try for it. Because if I knock them out now, that gets rid of the war entirely. Alright, that's my son out. My poor war chief son. Well, I got plenty of suitable war chiefs. Let's give it to you. Except no. I'll hold off on the war chief then. Wait for son to get better. Your vision turns red with bloodlust, and you charge ahead without regard for your safety. As your nearest companions hurry to keep up, you surrender to your berserker rage, and your axe cuts a wide swath in enemy ranks. When the dust settles, they find you standing over half a dozen slain foes. Guttural growls. Oh, am I losing actually? Oh no. It might be too much. That was it? They gobbled us all up? Well, I can keep trying at least. Nope, not good enough. Well, at least I tried. And he's only down to the one now. The Baron of Evermore conquesting him. Alakir uprising. Doing tragically fantastic. That might not have been worth it, now that I'm down to 300 troops, total, across the country. It was a worthwhile ambition, I'll give it that. I cannot at all be disappointed with the attempt. And now people hate me. Increased council powers, not gonna happen. How's Wayrest looking? I could take Wayrest as my own. 800 dudes, no allies. But cash, lots of cash. And we don't have a truce, do we? We do have a truce for the next 1 year. Dear Mogak, I would like to invite you to join me for a small gathering of friends to dine and drink and forget about the world outside for a while. Please be prepared to reserve a few days for this, in case you get truly tuned to the spirit of the proceedings. Yours, Chief Urok Baloth. See, the smart play would have been to wait a few more months, split up 4,000 troops, and then march over and save Dragon Star. But nah. Rushed in too much. Revolts again? We just had an uprising. Just how bad is it here? 36% risk. Jeez. Well, can't do a thing about that, can I? How's the Holy Order? Absolutely gutted. Okay, everyone on me. What's Holy Crab Boy? Oh no, my ex-wife died of cancer. It's a bottle that did it. Spending all of her time just drinking and boozing around. More uprisings again. It's alright, one thing at a time. You guys can't all lead from the center, you know? I get it, you want the glory of it all. But you gotta share that glory. They really don't want to walk the Raven Spring. Another execution. Everyone on me again. If nothing else, at least this prevents... Oh, the Holy Order. True point, Crab Boy, true point. More prestige and more martial. Who would have known that being a barbarian is the best thing that happened to me? And more free prestige and favor too. In that case, keep it coming. Keep bringing the free favors. Building up fast though, from 400 to 500 to 700. Never had it replenish this quickly. Now, bad jokes are the best jokes. Now just the Alakir Revolt, who still has 3,000 dudes. Is there any way at all that I could quickly bring in enough dudes to help out here? I suppose what I can do is unsiege these areas. And buy him some time. Except he's right over here. It's okay though, assuming he doesn't come right down to me. Well, cannot siege us. Seems I can't. There goes that plan. It's alright, new plan. Wait for a bit, put up strength. Oh no, all of it went down to them. Well, I tried. Now, does he want help? Are you willing to accept the betrothal between my kids and you? Now you're willing. Well... At least now he'll ask for help. $900 troops now. Took no time at all to replenish. Okay, Gehenna, let's take you on then. Take you on, build Gehenna, and give it to you, my faithful war chief. I could do it all solo, but why wait? Come on, vassals. Get your fair share of honor too. My first wife, Durhaz, has driven let herself go as of late. What was once a graceful and delicate woman has already become an undignified and hefty glutton, only excited about the next feast. Oh no, that's not good, because she's only got 6 stewardship as it is. She's become slothful and gluttonous. Does she not care about my demand limit? Stop stuffing yourself, you pig. I get it, the food's delicious. But we gotta think about the stats. Unfortunately, it seems as if my words have gone unheard. Durhaz has ignored my warnings and still spends her days stuffing her face with all sorts of food. All the worse for her. Hey, Toxicite. Doing pretty well. Actually had a game over yesterday. That never happens in Crusader Kings. But had a habit of giving my sovereignty over to a boss who has no idea how to play. And when you have 4 wars coming in to take over everything, with nothing you can do to stop it. But doing better the second time around, he almost did it again. Almost. But we challenged him in combat, took his place. And now the Orsimmers are doing much better for it. Titular King of Gehenna. Oh wait, don't tell me that you hold Gehenna. Hogsrand, Hogsend, Titular Kingdom. Could I make Gehenna? Duchy of. Oh, because I'm missing you. And you. So I have to go after Hogsrand after all. Can do though, he's only got 846 troops. Easily done. And that does give us plenty of mountains to play in. And puts a bit more pressure on Ravenspring. Although Phrygius, how many days has it been? 3 more left? 2 more? 2 more years. Then we can start taking the old cores back. Is that a thing that could actually happen? Bring Malakath into the world? The first goal was survival. The goal right now is, I guess, take over High Rock. Long-term goals, got to see. Not counting yesterday, the last time I played Elder Kings was 2-3 years back maybe. So it's semi-new to me. Okay, Hagzend. Congratulations, it's your turn next. All I know about invasions is that used to be the player character was the invasion. You get a mage going of any type, and bam. Infinite undead warriors in Daedra. Didn't need any armors of your own, just spend some mana, get your intelligence up, and boom, easy game. But that was like 2015 or so when I did that. After that, couldn't get them to roll over as easily. Still had your summons, but not as OP. Who's she again? Alright, prisoners. Loads of prisoners, but I don't need. You two are kids in my court, Jean and Mary, with no money. Pah! And too old to raise in the ways of Malakath. How about you, Uthkior? 15 years old. Oh. Okay. Ransom those who can ransom. Sacrifice prisoners? I'm not sure I can. Let's try it on you, since you got no ransom on you. Release, execute, blind. Maybe an intrigue thing? There's offering, but that's just a standard 25 gold. On the off-world tab. There's an off-world tab. There's an off-world tab. There's an interact with Malakath tab. I am so blind. This was here this whole time, and I just didn't peek at it. Brilliant me. He's interactive. The Stagic Prince is currently quite interested in the goings on of the Nirn, and is open to making bargains with mortals. Summonings and offerings frequently succeed in attracting this prince's attention. Like I said, the last time I played was several builds ago. That was pre-Jade Dragon, I think. So pretty much a lifetime. Convalescing. This Daedric prince is in a state of recovery, having recently been thwarted in a major intervention upon Nirn or the plane destabilizing with internal cataclysm. The ruling prince is unable to wield so much power in the mortal world, lacking either the military might or the willpower to do so. So what boon can Goblin Ken army? Call on Malakath, threat of the Goblin Ken living in your subrealm, under your banner. A non-reinforcing, low-maintenance, non-inheritable army of 1,000 warriors, and an additional 500 warriors for every goblin infestation in your event. Dang. Wealth of Oblivion. Wait, and I've got order already? Oh, the things I've been neglecting. What stage of protection? To imbue you with a sliver of his power. Plot, power defense, and combat rating slightly increased for 3 years. Bound Jamora, Kin Marcher. A powerful Jamora Kin Marcher who is trained in warfare and capable of fighting as your commander and champion. As a Bound Jamora, the Jamora will have an extremely positive opinion of you, so long as you walk the face of Nirn. Just saying what I can get first. Claim a Scourge, a Mace Claim Scourge, a mace imbued with the power to banish Daedra back to the home plane of Oblivion. Or Volendrung. Do you remember back when claiming these artifacts used to require the same basic artifact acquisition as in base CK2? Those are wild frontier days. Perfectly balanced Hammer of Might, Daedric training. Malakath's powers far exceed your own, but it is not beyond the realm of possibility for him to grant you knowledge that can help you exceed your peers. Lesser Daedric Horde? So you don't need to be an OP mage anymore to summon the Daedric Horde. If the liminal barriers are weak, and Malakath's powers are waxing, he can provide a small army of lesser Daedra to aid you in battle. Don't have the ardor. The policy is not interventionist. And there's no cataclysm. Daedric invasion. Call upon Malakath to begin an all-out invasion of the mortal plane. This ritual takes some time to complete, but when successful, an innumerable horde of Daedra will pour through the Oblivion gates and fight under your direction. For 25,000 ardor, and once per lifetime. So what could I do for you? Offer an artifact, sacrifice a prisoner. Oh, toxic height, that's what you meant. Offer up a prisoner to Malakath with a ritual killing. They will be pleased by your willingness and ability to extinguish another mortal's life. Who have we got? Who do we not need? A nubile, 16-year-old. Follower Namira, arbitrary. A holy warrior. Offer him, a holy warrior who feverishly serves another. A Father de Bella. A lustful Father de Bella. Or a depressed 16-year-old. A depressed, cynical 16-year-old. For 135 ardor. Oh, he cares about the quality of his sacrifices. They have to have good stats. Okay, take the prisoner. Could I keep offering prisoners? I can keep offering prisoners. Oh, that is a lot more permissive than the usual Jade Dragon stuff. Artifact? Got some stuff I don't need. I place the offering on the altar, and within moments, it fades from view. A feeling of Malakath's approval pulses through my mind. For favor. Cool. Or make an offering. A basic offering, 95 or 91 gold. Nah, he had blood. Blood's plenty. Dislikes craven cowards. Likes dragonborn heroes. Well, if I find one in the world, buddy, you get to be the first one to have him. The things I miss not reading 4 years of dev updates. 1400 now. Hold up. Where'd you get 1400 from? And which one are you? Not the strong one, but you are just. If you want ambition, I suppose so. Go for it. Everyone to me. Is it Christmas again? It is Christmas. Huh. Funny how the time flies. Divine Uprising again. Those terrorists. 41 personal combat. Highest yet. Too bad it's nothing for 164. Well, eventually, once my troop count stabilizes a bit more, then the purge will be on. %31 every 12 days? Let's siege him. Yeah, he's okay for a grandson. 17 martial, 11 stewardship is alright. A sturdy wife who's also an alchemist. An absent-minded alchemist. That sounds like an amazing combination. Kruska? Where's Kruska? Who are you with? Kruska? It's one of the islands, isn't it? Why not? Prestige is prestige. Yeah, where to send you guys? Mostly light infantry, some cavalry. Yeah, sure. They'll roll over. Waste of gold. Thank you very much, Acolyte. Our ongoing struggle outside Royan tribe has brought out the best of our military strategists. Who are you? 18. Veteran. Everybody wants to leave for the center. Nobody wants... Well, they got flanks too. But still, not everyone can be center, they realize, right? To the front lines. Don't be afraid of Ravenspring. Everyone wants to avoid going through Ravenspring, I don't know why. He's a tiny dude. Okay, now could I create Gehenna? Not the titular Gehenna, the real one. And What happened to my daughter? You let her die of typhoid fever? Without producing any children? Well, you're still my greatest battle mage. Even if you're a bit possessed and ambitious. So you get your henna. Servo and all that. No, don't be afraid of Ribbon Spring. There you go. Young Othikor has finished his education in the ways of faith and learning. It is evident that he has excelled in his studies. Hey, Angel Candy. Did a bit well for myself. Orsinium is now a proper power again. Which nobody likes. The 8 divines of the Reachmen have been... Or the 8 divine followers of the Reachman followers have been rebelling quite a bit. Now that the Yorks have proper recognition as an actual state. Christmas music, because it is part of the rotation of songs in Crusader King's library. So Christmas music will happen, whether you want to or not. Speaking of Malakath, to think I've been wasting these traders this whole time and not just planting them on the altar. Oh, nobody's bringing in the big bucks? It's alright, we got bulk. Music on again, Crab Boy. Well, if you insist. Sorry, Angel, but I am a slave to the demands of the redemptions. If they say to do something, gotta do it. Can't make myself a liar after all. 1,000 troops? Cool. Oh, right, more sacrifices. Sacrifice all the prisoners. Who is she again? Bisexual, journeyman acrobat. And still only pulling 35 value. Huh. Father Namira, absent-minded. They won't remember this, will they? A queen of Hag's End. She'll be missed, I'm sure. The dude's strong, but still nothing? Base value only. Very weird. Wait, what about? Can I get more favors? No, just Goblinkin Army, Wealth of Oblivion. What? Not gonna put me in charge of the country? Have you forgotten, Angel? When we were just small, tiny, more cool, took over Scarp, go with Faroon, and then Faroon goes ahead and loses everything almost. This is that same more cool, the same Mogok. He's gone from that failing vassal to the unifier of the Orcish peoples. Sure, there's a bit of bloodshed along the way, but it's kind of a necessary sacrifice when the whole world has pretty much tried to genocide the orcs. I mean, there's not even any more orcs in Falkreath anymore. They've been pushed out. And Dragonstar used to be all Orsimer. But then, somebody had to open a revolt against it. Malakath Uprising. Cult of Malakath Revolt. Really? 1,300 versus... But he's a republic. Boo. Now, in all fairness, there's a bit of metaphysical Kirkbridean nonsense going on here. It says sacrifice, but all we're doing is delivering them to Malakath. That's all we're doing. They're perfectly fine, they're safe. Just not in this plane of existence anymore. But beyond that, they're totally fine. We could summon them back though, Angel. We could summon them back. It turns out that, the Elder Council, the Mages Guild, has decided that necromancy is allowed. So what is death but a state of being? And Wayrest, you're free now, right? 1,200 dudes. When did you guys get swole? We can match it, but I want to wait. Is now the time for Ravenspring? You're at war with attacking King Dalan in a Ravenspring slave raid. Is that how you're getting so OP? Constantly boosting up your economy with slaves. They still get to be though, they're just going to be in Oblivion. With Malacath, we love Malacath. Who wouldn't willingly die to be with Malacath at this moment? My orcs say yes they would. Evermore maybe? Take you guys on? Well, I got plenty of gold if I want mercenaries. Who's Guavedon fighting? Defended against a peasant revolt for Buljase. Bujolse? Julsa? It's different, Robbie, for an Orsimer. You wouldn't understand unless you were an orc. It's a different value system. Let's take Wayrest. How much gold do you have, Wayrest? He's got too much gold. He could hire mercs too. Soon enough, Wayrest. Soon enough. How about Mark Boston? We don't have a truce anymore. Build up someone perhaps in Evermore? Either way though, got a huge vassal limit. Although, Mark Boston is by themselves. Horrifyingly effective, you mean? Let's go for Dunkarn. And take Evermore from you. There you go, Crabboy. You got 6 minutes and 19 seconds a song. Ideally, I maybe try for like 5 minutes or so. But that counts as satisfied. Oh, while I'm here, speaking of, not until 3400. 6 more years for you. Aww. Strong boy, with 9 martial, 7 stewardship. Let's make you ambitious too. Zothog pregnant, well done her. "15 stewardship on Rolga Grav Mogok. It's a shame though that with the current rules I can't change the gender laws so only boys can inherit. What am I you up to then? Anybody? Cloud Spring, Grudge Rock, it's too young. How are my vassals doing? You're cool, buddy? He likes me already, not worried about that. He's cool with me. But he could have one more wife. What do you say to an additional wife to maintain the non-aggression pact? Cool. Taking the outbreak, one epidemic at a time. Watching for typhoid or consumption to sweep in from the coast of Hafengar. Then everyone gets typhoid. We survive it. Then consumption comes up from the Iliac Bay. Because it turns out that dense population centers and wealth attracts disease. Which one expects? At first, the signs were small, easily dismissed as coincidences. But now they're becoming too frequent to be ignored. The omens surrounding my wife's pregnancy are terrible. Could be misinterpreting the signs. Surely we are. If you could get them to Pathfinder, Robbie. Would be fun, wouldn't it? I haven't played Pathfinder myself, but those who have played seem to really enjoy it. More grandkids? but basic grad kids. Just my own bloodline. No strength on him. And my chancellor's out of old age. That's fine though. I got the Sheriff of Stingy Scarp, who's got 20 diplomacy on him. Where to send you to? Chancellor Lugolg. Is anyone around here a big enough threat for me to care about? Dureni maybe? Is only 20,000 or 2,000? Gartner's okay. Wait, why am I on dynasty map? Realms is what I want. Phrygius is next target. I don't care about you. How's Scarhammer? 2,000 dudes only? He's fine. Halfingar, are you a threat? The complete opposite of a threat. And that's as best as he has. What about Hegathe? Nah. Camlorn? Minor, petty Breton lords. Volman, do I care about you? We're too far away for one, Rahad. An actual kingdom in Rahad. Petty. Tiny. Hammerfell is about to hammerfall. Cool. Guess I'll just keep you on statecraft then. %45 every 12 days. Massive. Who else are you fighting? There's us and everyone else, right? Ravenspring Slave Raid. Who's over in your capital right now? Ravenspring, of course. And we're not hostile to Ravenspring. So all I can do is wait and maybe get some extra combat war score. No, you're done? Cool. So who wants Evermore? Who's been an okay commander that hasn't yet been landed? 11, bah. 16, more bah. My son, sure. But then who else? 18 from Ogrub. Let's give you Evermore then. And maybe, now that we're actually close enough, we could start taking up bits of Dragonstar and get Lankara into us.